Jai Hind students, welcome back to my Python tutorials. And today I'm going to start the chapter 8, and the chapter name is the data visualization using Pyplot in Python, and it's a chapter 8 of your computer science with Python book. There are certain objectives, as you can see here. Objectives of today's are: we have an introduction, then the using Pyplot of Matplotlib Library or Matplotlib Library, installing and importing Matplotlib, importing Pyplot, and working with Pyplot methods and using NumPy arrays and some useful ways of creating NumPy arrays. There are certain functions. We'll see this all under this data visualizations using Pyplot of chapter 8. Now, before starting, the chapter name is the data visualizations. Now, as you all know, data is becoming crucial day by day. Data is becoming more important day by day. You cannot move bits without data. Nothing is possible without data. A decision cannot be taken without the proper data. The analyst, system analyst, or the person who is basically can take a decision will be not able to take a decision without the proper data. So data becoming too much important nowadays. That's why nowadays people are talking about the big data, not the small data. So data is not small at all. And data, you know, is a small piece of raw facts that we store in our computer, and which is very crucial to present the further or to analyze or to have a decision for the future sake. So big data term came, and nowadays people are talking about data scientists. People are talking about the big data. People are talking about the AI, artificial intelligence. So in future, the importance of data will be more crucial, and it will be more again crucial to manage the data. And the person who will be able to manage the data, they will be considered one of the best in this IT industry. The reason it's a more crucial nowadays to protect the data, to keep the data safe, the reason we all are moving very fast and there are advancements in the technology. So this is what the data is and importance of data is. Data visualization means presenting the data in the form of a visual way. Once I'm presenting a data in the text form, it's simply data. Data can be presented in the database form, it's again the presenting data. But once we are presenting data in either the form of graph or chart or map, then basically we are talking about data visualizations. So data visualizations is a process to visualize the data in the form of picture, in the form of map, in the form of chart, so that it will stay with us for a long time, or it will be easier for analyst or decision maker to analyze the data easily. For example, if I'm again telling you a figure, in the population figure, in the form of a figure, hardly you will remember a few days. But if I'll show the same data in the form of a chart, where the population of the 3 different metros, city I had drawn, I hope that bar, where it is bigger than the other, will be forever with you, and you can easily say the Mumbai was that, or Calcutta was that, or Delhi was that. That is what the importance of visualizations. So data visualizations is a process to present the data in the visual form, or it may be in the form of chart, it may be form of the graph, it may be form of the maps, and once we are present nowadays, data is presenting in every way. So a picture that you see in the front of that is the data for artificial intelligence or robot. Robot see the picture and act and react accordingly. So that visualizations, what robot again analyze to see that picture, is basically data visualizations. So what is the data is very crucial. Managing data is more crucial, and day by day managing data is becoming again much more cumbersome. That's why the term big data came. And then we are talking about data scientists. It means that now people expert who can manage the data, who can analyze the data, who can present the data in a presentable manner are in demand. And that's why this chapter is there in the class 12, data visualizations using Pyplot in Python. So I hope introduction part, what is data visualizations, what data is, why data is important, why the big data it is, the reason data become again more crucial. Importance of data is increasing day by day. Managing that data is becoming more crucial nowadays, and that's why now it is not a data, it's a big data. That is what the introduction is. Now, using Pyplot of Matplotlib library. Now in Python, we have certain library which will help us to draw or visualize the data in the form of a graph. And one common library that we have, that is a Matplotlib library. Matplotlib library is a library which having the Pyplot module. It's a Pyplot. Fine. Using Pyplot of Matplotlib library. So this is one of the library we have in Python which have a module called Pyplot that will see how to use it. That will help us to draw either the line chart or bar chart or a scattered chart or some other chart. So we have a three main chart basically. It may be line, it may be column or bar you can say, and it may be pie. These are three, and we have a scattered chart also. The three different kind of chart generally being asked in the class 12 from this chapter. So this will learn how to draw by using the Pyplot method of the Matplotlib library. Now installing and importing a Matplotlib. This is very crucial before using the Matplotlib library. You have to check this library is present in your Python or not. If it is Anaconda version of yours that you are using, you have, of course, it is by default installed. But if the other again standard version of the Python you're using, make sure that otherwise install it by the help of pip command, pip install Matplotlib. And your computer must have internet facilities, and then you just install it. After installing it, you will be able to use the Matplotlib. Is one of the library which having the Pyplot modules and having a lot of function that we'll use in this chapter. Now importing Pyplot, simply you can say import you have a Matplotlib, so you can simply say if you want to know how to import it, your importing will be import. So in the beginning of your program, you have to import the matplotlib.pyplot. As you can mention any PL, for example PL. Why I'm using it? Now further to refer this Pyplot, we'll use the PL. Otherwise, every moment we'll use a function. We have to write the matplotlib.pyplot dot that function name. That will be cumbersome. So how to import the Pyplot? You just say import matplotlib.pyplot. Then as this is the alias name you are giving for this, so instead of using this again and again, you can use the PL. Another way is you can simply say import matplotlib.pyplot. That's all. This part you can ignore. In that case, to use a particular method, you have to use matplotlib.pyplot dot function name. And but here it's a shortest way. If you will import like this, further you can use the PL instead of using this many big again term. That is how to import the Pyplot in your program. Once you have a Pyplot imported, the method that is part of Pyplot you can use directly. Now working with the Pyplot methods, we'll see that how to work it. Simply you can say PL dot. Here it is, for example, PL dot plot. Plot is a method which will draw a map. For example, x comma y. These are the two again axis data I'm passing. So suppose x equal to, we have 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. A simple example I'm giving you, and then here it is a 5 comma 6 comma 7 comma 8. This is a two list or array we having, and I'm using now after importing this pl dot plot x and y. It means a graph will be drawn and is a line graph that we are talking of. It will be drawn, and then you have to say pl dot show. Show is a method which will show it. This is how to use the method plot and sorry, plot and show of the Pyplot. So importing Pyplot, working with the Pyplot method, I'm again showing you some of the example of how to use the Pyplot method. Simply the object name or alias name that you're given of the Pyplot, then method name, and then of course method having the parameters. So method simply show the again whatever you have drawn by the plot on a screen, and then using numpy arrays. Now numpy in your Python is basically, num is here numerical or numeric, or pi is, you can read it like num pi. We write it numpy. Is again one of the library that help us to use all the mathematical numerical again function. So you want to use the numerical function, definitely Python. In Python we are using several numerical function and numerical task. To perform the numerical task you have to import it. So simply you have to say import numpy. And once you have imported numpy, then after that you can use the different methods of the numpy which will help us to perform the task. So using numpy arrays we'll talk later. Numpy is a library. Pronunciation you have to do numpy. Basically it is a numerical pi, or it's a numeric pi. And in short we write the numpy, but we read it like numpy, or simply pronunciate it numpy. Is one of the library which help us to create an array. Now since to draw a particular things we have need of the set of data. Now there are some drawbacks of the list. Python having a list as a data type, as you all know. Once Python have the list and we want to add the 2 in it, I can't add x plus 2. I cannot write x plus 2. If I write x plus 2, Python will give you an error. Here you will get an error, as you can understand. Now once a list is there and I'm writing the x plus 2, Python definitely will give you an error. Reason, it will not add the 2 in each. But in the case of an array is a group of elements of the similar kind in Python. Array is a group of elements of the similar kind, and that you can create by the numpy library, and it has got certain method which will help us to perform that task. So what is an array? Is a group of elements of the similar kind that can be created by the numpy arrays, and after creating it can be used for manipulating the data. As if you want to add the 2 in the array, it will be 2 will be added into the each element of the array. Like it will be 3, it will be 4, it will be 5, it will be 6. And likewise if I add in 2 in y, it will be again the 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. So this is not possible in the case of list. Otherwise arrays look like a list, but the list element and array element again act and react differently. Though indices is the same in the case of arrays and the list. So what is numpy? Is an again Python library which help us to perform the numerical task in Python. Some of the useful ways of creating a numpy arrays. We'll see how to create an array. Now to use these two functions, one is a range method and one is a line space. Just simply you import this numpy is one of the library in Python. As I mentioned, it's perform all the mathematical again task, and whatever the object you are using, you can use the object name dot range. One I'm mentioning 1, 5, 2, it means it will start from 1, it will end at 5, and the increment will be by 2. So first element, if it is a 1, second element will be 3, and third element itself is a 5. As you know, it's below than 5. So these two elements you will get as an array. This is how, in this case, a range method of the NumPy library help us to create an array. In case of line space, this method create total number of element between 1 to 5. Total 2 element will be created. You have to keep that in mind. This is a starting one, and 5, between 1 to 5 it will create the 2 again element. If I am mentioning 1 to 5 comma 6, it will create the total number of elements 6 and all having the equal space. It means if it is a 1 and then you are adding 1.5, that is 2.5, then you are adding again 1.5, that is 4, and then again 5.5 likewise. So it will try to create the 6 number of element or arrays between 1 to 5. That's what it's called a line space. This function used whenever you want the every element gap or differences should be the same. Here it will simply generate that many element with this interval. It means it will generate the element or arrays of the element between 1 to 5 at the interval of 2. How many element will be? Automatically that will be there. But here it is bound to generate the 6 element between 1 to 5. So increment will be such a way total number of 6 element will be generated. These two methods, a range and line space of NumPy, help us to create an array. And as I mentioned, arrays is a set of elements of the similar kind, similar like a list but not a list, because many things we can do in the array that we cannot do in the list. And after getting this, if you are generating, you may store in the X, you may store in the Y, and you can see the X and Y. You can say print X, or you can say print Y. Will give you the element that generated by this. So this is what the NumPy as a library, and the NumPy having the two methods generally we used to create an array, because to plot a map or chart like a line chart, we have need of two set of values. Two set of values can be generated by this method. Like X I have generated by the help of arrange method, Y I have generated again by, and X and Y can be passed. As I mentioned earlier, if you are passing the plot X comma Y, it will draw the line on the basis of data passed in the X and data passed in the Y, and simply it will draw you. So this is what the objective of today. So we came to know what data visualization is. Data visualization is a method to visualize the data on the basis of either the picture, graph, or chart, or map. And it's very crucial because nowadays data becoming more crucial. Presenting data in different manner is more important, and that's why the data visualization term. So in Python you can draw a chart also, you can draw a graph also according to need, and with the data that will be more again easier for user to watch your data, analyze your data, and to have a decision. Like why visualization is required? A real example you can have, if a company is planning, or if suppose a school is planning, what are the different advertisement method we use in the past, and what should be the next? Now once a school is going to decide what should be the next advertisement method for the new admission, if the school will draw the chart of all the previous again method that they used, then naturally anyone can analyze where and what method was one of the best one, and accordingly school can decide for the new advertisement way. This is one of the example only. So your visualizations help us to think about the same data can be presented in a better way. That's why data visualization is very crucial. So in next class we will learn how to draw the three different kind of chart, line, then we have a bar, or you can say column, and the third is a pie chart. This all three will learn by using the Pyplot method of the Matplotlib library, or by using the NumPy library of Python. So please go through this. This is just an introduction part of data visualizations using Pyplot, where we are knowing what the importance of data and what the visualization is, and how it is crucial for us, why the important data is again becoming day by day important for us. And then this two again library we come to know. For this, using the Matplotlib, we have to install this by the pip method. So pip install and Matplotlib will help you to install this. Your computer must have an internet connection, and go to the command prompt, go to the place where Python is again loaded, and then use this command. It will install it 100%. Once it will show you the successfully installed, then you can come to the Pyplot and you can draw the chart. Otherwise it will give you an error. This method is not the Pyplot method, or any method you are using of this library will be not available to you. So this is what it is, and next day I'll again talk more about this, and basically we'll learn how to draw the three different kind of chart: line chart or column chart or bar chart, or you can say pie chart, and a scattered chart is also there. So you will learn that, and this is overall the concept of this chapter is. Thank you all. We'll see tomorrow, and meanwhile you can go through this chapter so that it will be easier for you to understand. Thank you.